Mr. Gujral, firstly, the issue of support. The opposition says that the government just didn't have the numbers on this. What is your take on it?
Well, I don't know who had the numbers or who didn't have the numbers. But I think every single member of the Rajya Sabha today should hang his head in shame for what transpired in Parliament, wherever we sit. It's a shame for our democracy that we conducted ourselves in this manner.
Do you believe, Mr. Gujral, that at least it should have gone to a standing committee?
Blame game. I don't want to indulge in any blame game, but I think both sides were to be blamed.
And do you believe it should have gone to a standing committee? One way or the other, it had to have gone to a standing committee?
Vishnu, I have been saying so. You please tell me, I've just heard the minister also say that this will benefit the farmer. Now, it's a very strange dichotomy that the ultimate beneficiary or so-called beneficiary is saying that this will harm my interest. And the person who's doling it out is saying it will benefit you. So that means either there is a communication gap or there is a trust deficit. Now, how do you solve this problem? Only through dialogue. And for a dialogue, a select committee was the best place. Heavens would not have fallen if this bill had been delayed by, say, 2 months. The ordinance is already there. It could have been revalidated. But at least all sides, all stakeholders would have come on the table. We would have discussed with each other, satisfied everybody, fine-tuned the law, and have everybody satisfied. Now, farmers are on the roads, and I am telling you, this fire is going to spread because the farmer is very unhappy.
Mr. Gujral, I'm just trying to understand the equation of the Shiromani Akali Dal with the NDA at this stage. Harsimrat Kaur Badal has resigned. Where does that leave the Shiromani Akali Dal? Why do you continue to support the NDA if you're so vociferously opposed to the farmer bills?
We have withdrawn from the NDA. We are a cadre-based party. We are getting a feedback from our cadre, and within the next week or 10 days, our core committee will meet and take a call on whether we want to remain in the NDA or not.
So
today we are only technical members of the NDA.
So it's interesting that you should say this, that you've withdrawn from the NDA. I was under the impression you're still part of the NDA, but you voted against this issue.
No, we have not withdrawn. We have not withdrawn, but we are debating whether we should withdraw or not.
Where does your party stand on this issue at the moment? Is it still an open debate on this issue? Or do you believe it's a strong possibility that you will withdraw?
Absolutely. We are a democratic party. One person doesn't decide. As I said, we are a cadre-based party. We are taking a feedback from our cadres. And I think within the next 1 week we'll meet. We were waiting for the parliament session to get over. The core committee will meet and take a call.
So I just don't want to put words in your mouth. I want to hear that again from you. Did you just say that you are just technically a part of the NDA at this stage? Would that be accurate for me to say?
Well, in the sense, no NDA meeting takes place. Even on this major issue, the NDA allies were not consulted. So everybody is only a technical member of the NDA. Whether it's Mr. Ram Vilas Paswan's party or JDU, are they consulted on this? Are they consulted on any major issues? Never.
And yet, sir, you've been one of the longest serving members of the NDA, one of the closest allies of the BJP. Why did it take of this particular issue for you to reach that conclusion?
We are the founders of the NDA, and the reason this alliance was formed was that in the aftermath of Mrs. Gandhi's rule, the Hindu-Sikh amity or the Bhaichara had gone for a total toss. There was distrust between the Hindus and the Sikhs in Punjab. We wanted to cement that, and I must say, over the years, it got cemented. We want communal harmony in Punjab. That's very important for Punjab. And that is the basis of this alliance. That is why we've been in alliance with them.
Okay. The one point that's being made repeatedly by the Prime Minister, he's tweeted this out as well. He's tweeted out in Punjabi as well. saying that the core issue, which is minimum support price, will be guaranteed. It remains guaranteed. Why do you believe that that's not the case?
It's not my belief. The farmers, I'll answer your question. Up until now, whether it's your wheat crop or your rice crop, the farmer takes it to a mandi, and whatever he takes in that window, which is 3 to 4 weeks, the FCI and its agencies pick up that crop at the MSP price. Now the farmer is worried that if the government reduces its buying and there would be private mandis established in Punjab and Haryana, the poor farmer will have to go to these private mandis where the price is not going to be regulated, and it will be distress sales as far as he is concerned, and he will lose out.
Yeah.
That is the cause. So either they should say that in a private mandi, nobody can buy below the MSP, and if somebody buys below the MSP, it will be a criminal offence. The government is not willing to do so.
All right. Well, that's very much the core of the concerns right now. Mr. Gujral, always a pleasure speaking to you. And let's see how this pans out. As you mentioned, farmers across the country very upset, but fairly unprecedented developments in Rajya Sabha. Such a shame for our democracy today. Thank you, sir, very much for speaking to us. Thanks very much indeed.